they couldn't really understand why I was doing what I was doing or moving the way I was moving at the time, especially at a younger age. Because I was 17, 18 when I first started the MotorCityMan Productions. I'm not saying gullible guy or just goofy or I'm not, man. It's not even fair to even see me as that person anymore. The journey, the process of it all, that's what really matters. It's the journey that really matters. You feel me? What's going on? What's going on? Back with another video. Welcome back with the late night. Excuse me. Welcome back to the late night podcast with MotorCityMan. Episode 2, man. As I was saying in the last video, we starting off 2023 the right way, you know, something new, something different, you know, had to switch it up. Yeah, man, so I'm following up back on the first episode I dropped with the late night podcast on certain things I was getting at, going towards, and we gonna dive into this discussion tonight. And, yeah, man, stay tuned, man, and subscribe to the channel, like this video, take 1 second, maybe 2 more, like this video, subscribe, and you know, tap in with the family, bro, the MotorCityMan family, Motor City family, you know, tap in, man, let's get to it, man. But I want to start off by saying, you have to focus on yourself, man. There has to be some point of time in your life to where you have to cut off everything else and just really align back to what you got going on in your own bubble, your own space, your own realm of being in this on earth here, man. And it's like it's very important, man, very detrimental to you being able to focus on what you got going on, man, in your life, man. You know, we live in the times now to where you got so many distractions, it's hard to really focus on what you got going on in your own vicinity, you know, and it's crazy out here because it's some people out here, man, people my age, older, younger, man, they got so much attention to where they're focused on other things outside of their own life to the point where they can't even get on track financially or however you want to put it, man, as far as every aspect of their life, or it doesn't have to be every aspect, but as far as what you got going on your own situation, I can't really speak on everybody's situation, but it's just some people, man, they just have a hard time focusing on themselves, man, focus on what they got going on, their own bubble, their own life. I don't even want to say bubble, but I just want to say in their own life, you know what I mean? And it's crazy out here, man. We live in the age of information, age of technology. It's information out here, man. It's about what are you willing to obtain, what type of information, what type of knowledge are you willing to obtain? What are you willing to learn? And it's all about finding the right information, finding the right resourceful information to better your life. You know what I mean? To better your life in whatever aspect or whatever field you're trying to go into or whatever you're trying to do, man. And it's very important to just have a level of assertiveness, understanding of who you are and where you're going in life, man. Whether you're a man or a woman, you have to understand, like, it's important, man. It's important to be selfish at times, so you don't be selfless, and you gotta find some time to focus on you, do you, you know. I'm new to this podcast, this type of video, this type of interaction where I'm talking and, you know, speaking on different things, my own life, and I have to work on communicating effectively. That's one of the things that I was even talking about in the last video. I'm still working on that. It's gonna take time. That's what life is about, going through the process. Another thing is, man, I'm only 23, you know. I'm 23, man. I just turned 23. It ain't even been 4 or 5 months yet, you know. So, yeah, man. I'm still learning. I'm still living. Trying to figure out how to enjoy life without stressing out on, you know what I mean, the regular stuff, man, like bills or, you know, just, you know, regular stuff, man, that people tend to freak out or trip about, man. But I'm trying to learn how to, you know what I mean, relax and just let everything fall into place. And, which is why I want to tell y'all, like, man, don't rush, man. I know you see people out here, our age, older, younger, man, out here, you know, successful, you could say, or living their best life, or, you know, getting all the just having a good life, and, you know, as far as we can see or can tell from social media and everything, man, just don't rush, man. Like, I had a conversation with myself, man. I had to sit myself down and tell myself, like, I had to keep it real, man. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I had to tell myself, like, yeah, man, I ain't in no rush to be successful or get rich or wealthy. I'm not in no rush, man. I'm only 23. It takes time, and I understand that everybody don't have the same journey. Everybody don't have the same experience as far as how it is that you become successful or wealthy or financially free or stable. And the thing is, man, everybody have their own definition of success, you know. So when you think about success, it's always measured different by the person. It depends on who it is and what success is to you, you know. And I've always understood that. Not always, but I kind of started to understand that back in like 2019, moving forward the last couple years till now. Don't get me wrong, if I had the opportunity to really become financially set, which I'm pretty sure will occur in the long run, or, you know, in the future. But if I had the opportunity, man, I'd take it, man. But I'm not in a rush to get rich, or, you know what I mean? I'm not in a rush for all that, because I know it takes time, and the real ones who stick it out, who stay down till their time, man, they gonna be set for life, man. I understand that, man. And I'm only 23. I told myself, man, I can't really see myself really being financially set or financially free till at least, I'm probably about, 26, 27? maybe 28. And I understand, like, when I come into my 30s, my early 30s, that's when I really start to flourish financially. And right now, I'm still learning financial literacy. You know, I've been to college, I went to school. I had business as my minor, and my major was film communication. I guess I can kind of say I enrolled in the wrong thing as far as a major, but by business being my minor, I think that was kind of cool. But I didn't really finish school. I took a semester off right before the pandemic happened, but we can get into that in another discussion. But don't rush out here, man. You guys, you young guys, y'all, ladies too, y'all, you know, appreciate the process. You have to appreciate and embrace the journey through the struggle and just coming of age, man. Life is about learning, experiencing, accepting, embracing, understanding, having an open mindset, even though it's important to know what you stand for, and you know what I mean, as far as your values and your beliefs, and yeah, man, stay down, man. It ain't money, whatever you want, the women, the houses, the clothes, the jewelry. It's not going anywhere, you know. It's not going anywhere. It's always gonna be something new. It's always gonna be something new to buy. You know, it's gonna always be another chick, another dude that you might run into. So it's don't be such in a rush. You know, I have to be honest with y'all. I've been struggling with something since a kid, and I feel like I finally kind of figured it out, at least one of my problems, as far as how I develop relationships in middle school, high school, and college, and so on and so forth. Whole 9 yards as far as being able to communicate with others, meet new people, interact, and it's been a rough journey because I have to be honest, man. I've suffered for so long, still to this day. I've suffered from family issues, man, and it's led me to believe, man, that's what affected my relationships today with other people, as far as my friendships, business relationships, how I network and market myself effectively. It kind of affected that in a way because I'm not as emotional intelligent as I want to be, or as I try to be, because sometimes it be days where I let my emotions or my thoughts direct how my whole interaction or play out sometimes when it comes to dealing with people and doing certain things, and it's triggered me to move in a certain way when dealing with people, and I can't do that, you know? I can't function like that. I have to be myself. I have to be able to be myself around people. People I've been knowing, people I've just started to meet, and I have to figure out a way to just be myself, be my authentic self. And it's been hard, man, because I got siblings, man. I'm the youngest. I'm the fourth child. You know, I got 2 brothers and I got 1 sister. And I'm the youngest, man. And our relationship, it isn't as strong as it needs to be, as it should be. You know, and it be days where we bump heads and we don't see eye to eye, and we not on the same page. And it goes back to our environment too, how we was raised, how we grew up. We was raised by good people, but the circumstances our people were put in, it wasn't always the best, and it affected our relationship on on a different level, and it kind of affected me how I do business with other people, how I market myself, how I market my service or product. It kind of affected the way my relationship was with friends from school, how our relationships grew over the years, and so being able to rebuild my relationships with my family is going to lead me to be able to do business, market myself, what I got going on more effectively, and that's one of the things I'm working on is rebuilding my relationships, my own family, and to be able to move forward. Going back in high school, dated 4 different people throughout those 4 years of high school. Every situation was different, but it all kind of came back to me just not being good with relationships as far as how it is that I dealt with my own family. And that kind of affected my relationships in high school. How I dealt with people, how I socialized, and how I just interacted, on a emotional level. And it was something I had to understand for myself to the point where I understand, like I really deeply understand now, like I have to fix that. I had to fix, because that was one of the problems I had figured out recently. My relationships, my own family, it affected every other relationship I have outside of my family. As far as everyone who knows me, whoever interacted with me, whoever was, you know what I mean? And the way I do business, the way I market myself, I socialize and build other new relationships off a foundation of trust, so on and so forth. It's important, man, and that's one of the things I want to talk to you about. So it's okay to take a step back, see the problems that you have, take a step back and reevaluate your life as far as solving for those problems. Because I'm a problem solver. I'm a true problem solver. I've always been a problem solver, but I've been too distracted to understand all my problems. I've been too distracted, too stressed out to really break down all the problems that I've been going through. Because I have a lot, man. Everybody going through something, but I'm just focused on me. I'm just focused on bettering myself because I have to, and I understand now I can't change the people around me. I can't change who a person is. Only they can change themselves. You have to take a look in the mirror and want to change who you are yourself, It's all about becoming the best version of yourself. Through understanding your problems and going forward on adjusting those and fixing those. Excuse me if I ain't talking as fluent, I want to say, as I should again, because it's a sensitive topic, but not too sensitive, but I don't even want to say sensitive, but it's a real topic. But yeah, man, my past relationships, bro, it's rough, man. It was rough, man, because my own relationships in the household wasn't really strong as it should have been. And that was a problem for me, man. It really was. That's one of the things I have to work on, and I understand that now moving forward, so I can do business the right way as far as networking, meet new people. It's a process. It's life, man. Life is about learning, understanding, moving forward, problem solving. It's a journey, man. It's a journey, and That's when I want to go back to where I say don't rush into whatever it is you want to accomplish or you want to work toward, because the journey, the process of it all, that's what really matters. It's the journey that really matters. How you got there, how you got to the point where you was trying to get to, you know what I mean? All the obstacles you had to overcome, all the adversity. It's something you have to learn to embrace, right? And as I sat back for these last few years, I had time to really think about all this. Like, people who know me, people who close by, they don't really know how I think. You know, like sometimes, let's be real. Like, let me be real with y'all. Like sometimes I come off goofy or a certain way to everybody because I can't really see how anybody else see me. I can only see what I see myself as. I can't see what everybody else see me as. You know, that's why it's important for you to understand who you are inside, so you can be comfortable enough to be yourself in front of around anybody. You know, there was definitely a spark in my mind, man, to understand that I'm much more than who I thought I was. As far as a being, as far as a black man here, as far as man, just a person of peace, positivity, creativity, man, unity. I had to understand, like, not everybody is meant to stick around in my life. If you know me from like middle school, high school, like you have to understand, like I'm not the same person anymore. I done been through college. I done been through a lot of stuff, a lot of adversity, I experienced a lot, man, after that. And my whole perspective changed over the course of those years. You know, my whole mindset shifted. My thought patterns different. So if you think I'm that same gullible guy or just goofy, or I'm not, man. It's not even fair to even see me as that person anymore, because so much time has changed, so much information has come about, so much has happened, man. It's just like there's no way I'm that same person, bro. There's no way. Since 2017, there's no way. Yeah, man. Just learn to let go, man. Some people, man, you never know. You might save a person just by letting them go. Especially if their intentions ain't good. This is good people I got around in my life, but their intentions. It's not the best in my interest going forward as far as what it is that I'm trying to do with my life. If you got a homeboy that just want to smoke, play video games, but you got plans to do other things with your life, that's a problem. Especially if you been graduated high school and went to college. And it's been years after we left college. Like, that's a problem, man. Because I got homeboys with kids, with a whole family, and that's a blessing to see that, man. See that happen for them. And I know for a fact I want that for myself someday. And I understand, like, right now, while I'm 23, it's not the right time, man. I'm still young, man. I'm still coming about. It's a lot more to experience, a lot more to do, a lot more to understand. And I know for a fact I'm not ready for that right now. I'm too ambitious, and I got plans for the future. I've been trying to change my daily habit, my daily way of doing things. That's why getting a routine is important, man. Reading more books, exercising the mind, drinking more water, staying hydrated because I find myself dehydrated a lot. Just being able to take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself is so important, man. Because only you will love you. You have to love yourself first before anyone else can. And I didn't really understand that at first. But as time went on and I had to maneuver on my own, I understand like only I got me at the end of the day because I had to grow up not relying on or depending on somebody else to do something for me. That's what my peoples forced me to do. It forced me to install that into my mind, my whole mindset, my whole mentality. That's why I don't chase women as much, because most of these guys, they just, you know what I mean, living off these women. I can't move like that, you know? I want my own stuff for me, you know what I mean? I don't like begging nobody for nothing. I don't like asking my own peoples for nothing. I grew out of that very early. Goes back to me speaking on how I've been working jobs since 9th grade of high school, man. 9th grade. My first job, I was a Detroit golf caddy. Crazy, man. I've been working jobs since high school. Went to college, still working jobs. Like my whole mindset is different from a lot of guys. That's why I was able to move a certain way for so long, to the point where they couldn't really understand why I was doing what I was doing or moving the way I was moving at the time. You know, 17, 18, I was a 17-year-old college freshman. It wasn't until November, later in the year, when I turned 18 in college as a freshman. But yeah, man, I'm a different person. I'm versatile, so I don't fit the same stereotype traits as these other guys, man. I don't. I move different. I think different. I interact with people different. My viewpoints, my insight is different. So it's no way that I could be compared to another individual when I'm my own self, you know? So I don't get it when people try to compare other people to certain things, and it doesn't make sense to me, because everybody's their own self. You know, you might have similar traits, but through it all, man, throughout all that, in reality, man, everybody has their own unique way of being. It's just something we're all blessed with. And I understand, man, like some guys I went to school with, or some guys I've been around, man, they're not on my same level of thinking. Cause you know when someone is kind of different, you know? Everybody wasn't raised the same, so everybody ain't gonna move the same way. Everybody's just not gonna be the same, you know? Everybody was raised different, man. I don't judge nobody. My intentions always be the best for people, even when they don't see it that way. I got to the point where I understand I can't help everybody. I can't make everybody happy. Can't make everybody fuck with me, support me, or on what it is that I'm doing, I got going on, and I understand that. That's cool. I respect that. I respect the fact that other people got other stuff in their life going on, and everybody ain't gonna be able to take the time out to pay attention or to support me and what it is that I got going on. And that's cool, man. That's cool, man. Just wanted to chop it up with y'all about some stuff, man. About life, not rushing into things, taking things slow, staying down, appreciating the journey, the process of doing things, reevaluating everything, every aspect of your life in order to problem solve and move forward through growth and development. Learning day trade real estate to create passive income for yourself, and just making new daily habits for yourself, man. Cause let me tell you what, bro. Circle of influence is everything in a person's life, bro. Your circle of influence, who you are around daily. Freaking definition of who you are or who you will become. So it's imperative to understand who you're around, because it can affect you whether you really understand it or not. You may think that your decisions ain't really affecting you, but it really is, man, especially for the long run. That's why you usually sometimes you gotta take a break from everybody and just focus on yourself. It's okay. It's okay to get off social media. It's okay to take a break. Sometimes you gotta grind it out, man. Go in that grind mode and get your bag. You know what I mean? Cause I tell you what, I'm gonna get my YouTube back. I've been trying to do YouTube since middle school, man. Took a break when I was in high school. Excuse me. Started back freshman year of college, and I stopped right when the pandemic, as far as because I started shooting music videos. Stopped right when the pandemic happened, early 2020. I maybe did a few more things that year, but I slowed down, man. I slowed down, and right now I'm trying to wind back up, get back into this groove of creating, of content creating, and I'm uploading all year, man. But going back to your circle of influence, man, it's just some guys that don't want to change it. It's okay, because you have to understand that you can't change a person, so you might have to let them go. Because I tell you what, man, some guys, bro, all they want to do is party, you know what I mean? Drink, smoke, play video games, fuck on women. I feel like, man, if a guy, I don't like saying the nigga word. I don't like saying that no more. I don't know, for some reason I don't like saying that. If a guy, bro, if he's just able to obtain women, make a couple dollars, get women, he's most likely to never change his character. Same as women, she's able to make money, trick off a man. She'll never change her character. It's all about character, having good character and integrity. They'll never change their ways because they feel like they able to obtain everything still, and they feel like they ain't gonna need to change, but that's BS to me, you know what I mean? See, I grew up in an uncontrollable environment, man. I've seen different situations along these 23 years I've been here, man. I know guys with both of their peoples, their parents, mom and dad, some who ain't never. I ain't had my pops in my life, unfortunately. But I had brothers, I had uncles, and stuff like that. Had my mom and shit too. But I know guys with both of their peoples that's living in chaos, and I know others that only had one of their parents that's living in peace. And what's that word I want to say? What's that word? I don't know, man, but it's bad out here, man, and I'm trying to figure this out. I have time to really sit back and try to put things into perspective as far as how people go about life, as far as because at the same time, bro, I feel like at the end of the day, bro, it don't matter what situation you had, you was in growing up. It's all about who you are. It's all about your character. At the end of the day, it's just all about who you are as a person. You know what I mean? It goes back to who you really are, how you really are. It's just one guy, man. He younger than me, man. You probably about 20, 21 right now. I'm 23. This fucking guy, man. That's one of my guys, man. I grew up with in the hood, man. Playing basketball, all type of shit, man. He inspired me to this day to keep going, bro. But he ain't had his pops in his life, but he had his OG before she passed. You know, I'm sorry to speak on his situation like I am right now, but man, this guy, man, he motivates me to really keep going, man, because he was around when I first started doing this YouTube stuff. Oh yeah. He was around. So that's somebody I call my real day one, man. For real, he's not even in Michigan right now. He left the state, man. That's my fucking guy, man. That guy, man, he's so positive, and that's cause he got his head on lock, man. That guy inspires me every single day to keep going. Never gave me any fake vibes. Never have fucked with me. Always felt like myself in his presence. Never had to never felt like I couldn't be myself around him. Real humble, down to earth guy, man. I'm looking forward to doing more content with him too. Soon he touched back down in Detroit. So be on the lookout. Stay tuned. Yeah, man. Life's about going through the motions, bro. Embracing the journey, embracing the process of getting to where you're trying to be, trying to go, you know? And it's all about becoming the best version of yourself, having good character, integrity. If you got friends that just be on the same stuff, it's the same back when y'all was in high school and it's been years after, you have to reevaluate that relationship, those relationships. You understand, like, what's everybody's angle? What's the end game for everybody? And if it doesn't make sense or match what you got going on, then you have to let those people go, man. I can't sit up here and say it's not gonna be easy or it's not gonna be hard. It's gonna be rough as hell. It's gonna be real. It's gonna get real, man. 2023, it's gonna be the wake up call. Yeah, man. Focus on what you got going on, who you is. Don't worry about what nobody else doing. Especially if they ain't pouring into your life, add value in your life, don't worry about it. You know? If you ain't where you need to be in life, don't be worried about no relationship. See, that's people's problem. They try to focus on relationships other than their priorities, or, you know, and wonder why those relationships turn out the way they do, or end the way they end. So it's like, cause you're not focused on your purpose. Focus on what you got going on in your life, and let everything else come after you obtain what you need to be doing. Right? So it's about making things make sense now. Following your heart, man. Doing what's right. Living your truth. It's about not giving a fuck what people think, man. How people feel. It's all about what you want to do. Certain things, people don't go about life the way they should, man. There's just certain things you do in a certain way, in a certain orderly fashion, or, you know. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna talk your head out too much, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, supporting the late night podcast with MotorCityMan. We got more content coming soon. I'm uploading all year, man. As I said before, I'm outside all year too, man. Tap in, bro. New Patreon coming soon. Stay tuned for that. Website dropping soon. Stay tuned for that. Part 2 of the Journey Series 2K23 coming real soon. Right around the corner. And yeah, man, we gonna get into it, man. Let's get it, man. MotorCityMan out with another video. Peace.